Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I'm Clarice Hyde from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Hello, Timothy. I didn't test my voice out, obviously. So, early morning voice not really working properly. Join our community on Facebook. There's the link for that. So I'm going to be doing some channeling for the collective this morning as usual. Pulling some cards out, doing some channeling, see what the guides want to tell us about today. I'm also going to be giving mini reads as well, so if you're on here live with me, you can get a mini read. The way that you do that is check out the pinned comment, the comment that's pinned up top of the live chat. That tells you how to do it. There's a PayPal link in there for donations. And you can also use Super Chat, Super Sticker here on YouTube if you'd like. After you've done your donation, put a capital Q at the start of your comment with your question in or your ask for your mini read if you just want general guidance or whatever it is that you want. Put a capital Q at the start of it just so I can find it. Hey, Jessica. Good morning. I've got purple on the table today. Let me know what you think of that. Adding a bit of colour. It's actually from some of my Tatcha skincare. But it's pretty, so I thought I'd put it on the table. Dash of colour. What do the guys want to tell us about today? Let's see. Has anyone got any news? Hi, Maria. You got some news? Oh, confused Jessica. Yeah. You can see the card I pulled yesterday from Melodies. That was funny. Went for my beach walk in the morning because I couldn't go training. Menopause. Isn't it a delight? I didn't have a period for 4 months. Then I had a 10-day period at the start of this month, and I'm on another one that's really heavy and really painful. So a beach walk was just about all I could do yesterday morning. Got back home, pulled one of these Sea Melody cards out, and it was the beach walk card. Guys are being funny. Hey, Kate. Hey, Hap. So it's all purple today. What do you think? We've got the creation of light. Things getting easier. I hope so. Lavender and pink and orange, and yeah, it's pretty. I like it. And gold. A bit of gold going on. Oh, we've got Majesty. I like this card. It's the Empress energy, where we hold our head high, we realize our self-worth, and things get easier as a result. People start treating us better when we hold our head high, right? Let's get one of these Sea Melody cards out then. They've got the mermaids on the back of them. Yeah, that was the one. Recharge. There's nothing like a walk on the beach to soothe your soul and kind of soothe your body as well. You've put an offer in for another property, Maria. Just waiting to see if it's been accepted. St. Austin. And we've got a card. So I was just blobbing around yesterday after my beach walk. Didn't go anywhere, didn't do nothing. We got travel. Didn't we have this last time? We had it in something. Travel. Seeing the surface of the ocean is not the same as diving deep to see the coral. So not so much about travel then as about diving deep into something. Can you believe it? 2 periods in a month. It's not far. And saw boobs in the lead up. I had spots, saw boobs in the lead up to it as well. And really gnarly one, this one. Yikes. I hope I get 6 months off. Or they can just stop. They can just stop now. Can stop all this nonsense. I don't like it. Jessica, I've got your donation. Thank you. Fire away with your question. Right. Meanwhile, let's do the Lenormand. Find out what they want to talk about today. Deeper dives, yeah. We're going into a deeper dive about something. Majesty, maybe. Making things easier on ourselves. We'll see. We're hot this morning. So I reached around at home. I watched movies. What else did I do yesterday? Not a lot at all. I ate a lot. Very bloated. That's why I'm wearing this top, because I'm very bloated still. Sorted through stuff. That's why I got this cloth out. Yeah, I just kind of sorted through stuff at home. Just one of those days where I was reaching around, looking for stuff to do, looking for trouble, you know. Went through my skincare that I've not yet used in my cupboards. Sorted through that so I know what's there. Got my nail strengthener that arrived yesterday. So that's good. It's much stronger. It's a repair stuff for when your nails are wrecked by gel. And it is very good. So we got the fox. You actually used to have one every 14 days. Yeah, I've had a few just in perimenopause where it's been a double in a month, and they are the heaviest for some reason. You think it'd be the opposite. Can't speak. You think it'd be the opposite, right? You think if you had more, it'd be lighter, but no. The ones that, when the hormones are going crazy like this, they're bad. It's horrible. You're horribly sore to brakes on vehicles. Is that hard work? It must be. Don't catch me doing stuff like that. Fox. Fox is out first. What with my voice? Stork. Birth of something. But the fox. Someone's sneaking around. Something about a birth. Or the start of something, start of a business, start of a project. Someone's sneaking around about it. Someone's being sneaky. Someone's got an agenda. Ring. Around the birth of something, around a commitment. Doesn't sound good, does it? Oh, let's sort you out, Jessica. I haven't read your stuff yet, but let's do that before I get more into the Lenormand. You got guidance today to make the first move, which I didn't think it's going to be on you to come forward again. I'm being guided to communicate with them. It's funny when that happens, isn't it? Because I've been like certain for so long it's on him, and then sometimes I get the guidance that it's on me, and it's like, really? I thought so. Is it on Jessica? No, it's not. And a lot of us, and a lot of this guidance seems to be at the moment to sit back and to wait. Let's get some cards out for you. Sit back and wait. Because pushing generally complicates situations. And sometimes we get the guidance to move forward because we're grasping for guidance, because we want to do something about it. We want to get it moving. But if now isn't the time to get it moving, then it's always going to backfire. First card out is be still, keep quiet. So, no. You see, the whole complication about it and not knowing what to do and all of that and being at a loss, that's guidance in itself, isn't it? That this is not the right step to take, because it would be flowing, wouldn't it? If it was in alignment, it would be flowing. So the guidance that you've got to make the first move has come from some kind of a grasping, a reaching. Yeah. We can feel when it's in alignment and we can feel when it's not. You've got to be artistic. And to me, that means just like go about your normal life and especially being creative. Touch what you resist persists. That's interesting because, yeah, letting it happen naturally is best. Timothy's right there. But there's also a resistance here to getting in touch. I want to find out about that. So I think we're talking about him now. There's a resistance to getting in touch. What's that about? The decision hasn't been made yet. So you don't want to get in touch before a decision has been made because it's going to be a confusion. You're just going to get more confusion. Out of a state of confusion comes more confusion. So yeah, don't want to push it. They're confused right now. Haven't made the decision yet. It's up to them to make the decision and then come forward. So just be careful about grasping for the guidance to try and move it forward. There's nothing you can do in this situation. It's up to them to make a decision. All you can do in this situation is get on with your own life and make your own decisions, kind of thing. Get clear on that and then wait for things to unfold. The clearer that you are, the more prepared you are for when it goes down. Hey, Arabella. So there you go. Bit of clarity for you, Jessica. Thanks for your donation. I'm just going to brush my hair. It's kind of a bit fluffy. It's humid in here today because I washed my hair and dried it. Always makes for a humid room and fluffy hair. No matter what stuff I put on it, how much oil I put on it, and it just humidity, my hair goes whoosh, whoosh. So I've got someone causing trouble here. Someone being deceptive. Maybe not causing trouble, just being deceptive. The key though, some important information coming out about your wishes that you've wished for. I don't want to. I want one. There we go. Lucky. Lucky. Okay. Then we've got a man. Wonder what he's looking at. He's looking at me. He's looking this way. What is he looking at? Child. And book. Doing things right. Maybe by a child. Thank you, Kate. Okay, so here we've got, it's kind of someone being sneaky, but I don't think it is. I think it's more of someone's being deceptive. It's not necessarily the same thing, is it? Because it can be somebody not speaking up, just not speaking out, just not ready to speak out, so they're not speaking out. It's not lying. It's just a mission of truth. Not ready yet to speak out. So that's the deception about it, about the birth of something new and a commitment. So someone not talking here. But there's some important information there, the key. I want to read the key out. I'm getting important information from that key. Let's find out what it really means. It's 33. Is the key. Hey, Jonathan. The dreams and passions stored within hearts are powerful keys that can unlock a wealth of potential. John C. Maxwell. Don't know if the boys had the boys next door. Oh God, two German lads, and they yell. They come home and they yell. I don't know why they yell at each other, but everything is shouted. Even like 2 a.m. Everything's shouted to each other. But one of them seemed to be hurt because he was shouting extra loud and going, ow, ow, ow. Pain in the ass, those boys. Even when they get up they don't get up in the morning, they get up in the afternoon. They just yell at each other. Not like arguments. It's weird. They're weird. Weird boys. In the right hand, I hope they go. I was asking Spirit last night, please let this be the end of the holiday. Here's Mr. Red Shorts. No, it's not past yet. It's early. It's early to the pool. In the right hands, this simple key has the power to unlock mysteries and find answers that have been hidden away. See, I was getting it. Important information, like the key, the information that is being held away, right? By this foxy person here. In a Lenormand reading, the key card manifests the resolution of problems and challenges. Woo! And other cards shed light on a situation, but the key provides the missing piece of the puzzle. Nice. Most cards are read in left, right pairs in a spread, but whatever card lies beneath the key is a man. Provides the crucial element required for success, especially if the sun is nearby. Nope, it's not. Stars nearby then. A key can also secure things and keep them safe. Near the bear card, the key delivers protection from nearby ominous cards. Near the mountain, it removes obstacles. Near the moon card, key provides insight. Near the house, provides security. No. The key card brings more than good luck. It's a card of empowerment that safeguards your destiny. Ibuprofen, that's an idea. We could have some of that. Key. I was taking painkillers yesterday. Very rare for me to do that. But there you go. Key. So, the crucial information. I feel that the fox is holding back about your wishes and luck. So maybe that information's coming out. Some crucial information coming out to unlock your wishes, make you feel lucky. The man's looking at a child in a book. Doing things by the book, doing things right by a child or by children. Then if we read it down, we've got the fox, so someone that's holding something back. Someone's being slightly deceptive, but it feels like omission rather than telling you flat out lies. They're keeping back the crucial information. Could be the man there. About a man or... Yeah, with these two, it doesn't surprise me that these two cards are together because it's the kind of the same message that I was getting from both. Something is being held back, and it's that vital, it's that crucial information. It's that key that unlocks it. We're not saying it right now. It's a man, or it's about a man. There's a birth of something new that is your wishes, child. Oh wow, we could even be talking about the birth of a baby here. Or a family thing. Something that you've been wishing for. Commitment. Will have luck. Will be lucky. Will be good. Will be started right by doing things by the book. Someone's doing things by the book here. That might be why they're holding back information to do things by the book. That's what we're talking about today. Relationship complications again. But it could be about why people are holding back the information, the crucial information. Why don't they just talk about it? That's what I want to know sometimes. But then again, often I don't talk about stuff either because sometimes it just isn't the right time to talk about something, or it complicates things to talk about stuff. You know? Sometimes it complicates things because then you have to talk about the stuff with people, and if you haven't made a decision, or if you're not ready for it, if you're not moving forward yet, you want to be getting on with that stuff rather than talking with people about it. The people that would say, why don't you do this then, and why don't you do that then? Well, we'll do, it's not helpful when you're in that position of getting ready for something, and it feels like something has been getting ready for bit by bit. Kate, guidance for you, Kate. Feels like info being held back. Kate, not for you. For the general stuff. Deep dive as well. And the Royal Oz too. Feels like someone might go there. Deep. Kate. Oh, nice. Well, the happiness that you're seeking, Kate, will be found when you open your heart. This is not to say praise your heart open, because you're keeping yourself away from the happiness. This is saying there's a natural unfolding of our heart opening when we learn to protect ourselves, empower ourselves, and when we start choosing the right people, our heart naturally opens. And that's where your happiness, that's where all that joy is. Yeah, like I said, we don't need to prise our heart open. We don't need to force it open under wrong conditions. Our heart naturally opens at the right time, around the right people, when we're protected, when we can trust ourselves and all of that. Our heart can open up when we can trust ourselves to be empowered, so we can be open to everybody, trusting that we will pull out our boundaries and our power when it's needed in the moment. So open with everyone until someone shows us something else, and then we deal with that in the moment. That's how our hearts can be open. Well, apparently it's big, Timothy, what we're getting ready for. It's uncommon. And it's not just the last year that we've been getting ready. We've been getting ready our whole lives for this. People sometimes aren't ready to hear what you say. Yeah, but often people stop problem solving. Because if something is open-ended, you don't want to talk about it yet, because people start problem solving. They try and fix your problem and they give you an advice and stuff like that, when really it's just something that's unfolding in you and you're coming to your conclusions, you know. I feel like that's what it is. It's a decision that's being made. But back to Kate. See, you are appreciated, soften and open. Oh, so when you feel, when you realize, or when you're around those people that do appreciate you, that actually do, that's when you're going to soften and open. And that's when where all the happiness is. So this seems to be telling you that there is, maybe you've got a pull to the familiar, and the familiar is people that aren't that appreciative of you, those that don't actually, this could be don't actually appreciate you. This could be a pattern, an ongoing pattern that you've got. Maybe, I don't know, parents or family didn't appreciate you as you were, and you keep on choosing to be around people that are like that, people that aren't like you, that can't appreciate you naturally, and your heart closes down. And then instead of choosing the right people, the people that will naturally open to you, that do appreciate you. It's that thing, you know, when we, like for me, it was like abusive parents. So I got into abusive relationships, hoping that this time, because they were familiar, but hoping that this time they'd love me instead of abuse me, and it never worked. And we get into these patterns until we realize what we're doing, and like, damn, stop doing that, because that is a losing battle. It might be with relationships with this for you, but any kind of relationship, do you know what I mean? Friendships and all kinds of things. Something to think about, Kate. It's naturally happening though. Your shift is naturally happening, and your heart will naturally open once you're around those right people. But something to think about there, about your repeating patterns of going to the wrong people for that love and appreciation, and your heart being closed down as a result, because they don't appreciate you. Friend asked today, after laying out a situation, what's my lesson supposed to be? I replied, mayhap it's someone else's lesson. With goosebumps. Yeah, perhaps it is. You know what? What was that in? Did I do a reading yesterday? Yeah, I did. That's reminding, what you just said there, Timothy, is reminding me of something that was said in that. Right, you know how the guides have told us it's very important for us to give correct feedback. We might think being nice to people and letting things go is a good way of being, but if we're not stern, tell people, hey, that's not on, you shouldn't have said that, I'm not putting up with that kind of crap. If we don't react properly to people, they don't get the correct feedback. Now, if they're adults, they need the correct feedback. They might never be getting correct feedback from people, and how the hell are they going to learn if they never get correct feedback, if they never get the repercussions? And in that reading, it reiterated that, the guides reiterated that, but saying, and sometimes it is just about the other person. Sometimes the universe just wants to use you to give people feedback because because you've already been through that lesson, you've already done that thing, you would not do that thing. Maybe other people put up with that stuff, Maybe other people are okay with that stuff. And maybe you're not. You realize that it's not okay. And so you're the person it needs to happen to, because you, hopefully, are going to be the one that stands up and says, hey, that's not on, you shouldn't do that. How's everyone feeling about the bitch slap? The Oscar bitch slap? A narcissist's rage, huh? It doesn't surprise me. I think there's a lot of narcissism in anything that we see in the media. I think the people that get into that, it's not the people that get into acting and stuff like that. It's not the people, but it's the environment that they get into and the way that they're adored so much and given so much money for what it is that they do. It doesn't surprise me that it feeds narcissism. Let's put it that way. But the reason I said that is everyone's trying to figure it out, right? It's like, what is this? What happened? What the hell happened? Is this okay? Is that okay? Is it okay for comedians to poke fun at people? Is it? Is it bullying, or is that okay? Is it political correctness gone too far? Like what? What is it? Of course, the narcissistic rage was evident, wasn't it? By the way it was yelling, it was full on rage. There's that aspect of it, which is interesting to see in a public thing like that, because usually he and others pretend they're right on and they're really cool and they're really good and they're so good that they can be, inspiring us all to be great people. We had more Will Smith to be last jokes, right? Yeah. But it's interesting, isn't it? Because there's all kinds of perspectives that come out from it inside of us as well. Have you found yourself asking yourself about that situation? I have. I found myself asking myself about that situation. Like, maybe there's things that we've got used to that aren't right. I mean, there's a lot of things that aren't right. I get why people in entertainment get paid so much. I get it, because abundance is about, if you find a way to share your talents or whatever it is that you do with many, many people, which the entertainment industry has done, you're going to get a hell of a lot of money for it. It's the way it is. I get that. But it doesn't make them that special. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't make them that special. Lots to think about. But correct feedback is very important. Because sometimes the universe does just want to use us to give other people lessons. Yeah, repercussions. Yeah, it's interesting. And I think we can expect more of that fiery stuff coming out from people as well, ourselves too, other people toward us too. And we might get pulled up on doing stuff too. Standing up for his lady, yeah. Yeah. Okay, starting a new life, seeking professional help, learning to help myself so I can help others. Yeah, that's great. Good for you. We've got the Knight of Wands, which in this deck I keep on getting this message that it seems like an impossible feat. But passion is leading us there. This seems like an impossible situation. Seems like an impossible situation, but the passion is there to do it. We can do anything. If we've got the passion there and we decide I'm doing it, the universe will help us do that. I shouldn't put them so high. Well, sometimes when I see the videos, I think, why do I put them right at the top there? I won't anymore. I'll move them down a bit. Nearly 30 years prison guard. You don't put up with much either. I put up with much less now. Much less. So a seemingly impossible feat can be accomplished with the passion. So if you think that something's impossible, it's never going to happen because it's impossible, the universe is saying, no, it's possible. You can do it. It's uncommon. Yes. Other people might not be doing it, but you'll do it. If you want it enough. What else? It's like teachers learn to not put up with much, and I had do as well in this live environment here. You've got to learn to not put up with much in here, right? You've got to nip things in the bud, otherwise this would be full of these spammers and all of that crap. And a lot of other people's lives are full of those. Mine isn't. We have to be quick. What's this? Quick to respond, I mean. Got the Seven of Cups, some choices. Yeah, choices. Decisions, choices. It's difficult. Difficult decisions to make. Oh, because there's destruction comes from it. So we don't take these decisions lightly, or someone else isn't taking these decisions lightly. There's a lot riding on it. Always something to give up, right? Always something that's going to fall apart. Oh, what else? Oh, when I went on my beach walk yesterday, walking down the beach, I heard someone say, Claire. So I was walking toward her. I'm like, who was that? She said, you don't know who I am, do you? I'm like, no. She said, I'm Jen. Do you know who I'm talking about, everybody? You see on Anna. That was nice. Oh, wow. We've got the sun. Happiness. This deck, okay? I love this deck. The sun, the ultimate happiness. This is our inner children being happy. The Empress. And the Empress is about a birth. See, she's got a baby there. It is about birth of something new, but it's also that energy. That energy, majesty energy, us standing in our power. It's weird. Katie's mum. We, because you'll watch me, but I don't watch you. I don't know what you'll look like. I know your energies. So a lot of people grin at me. Someone did it the other day. I was riding down the road. They grinned at me like they knew me, like wanting recognition kind of thing. It's like, you'll watch me. I don't watch you guys. It's weird. I don't. It's weird getting recognized. Happened to me on a yacht once. So like, oh my God, you're Claire Louise High. I'm like, shh, don't tell anyone. Something seemingly impossible. With the passion to do it is possible. There's choices to be made. But it's difficult decisions because things are going to fall apart because of it. But happiness will come from it. And the birth of something new. To do with our wishes. See how similar this card is to that wishes card in the Lenormand. Kind of come out in the same place too-ish. Famous some places with certain crowds of people. It's funny. It's a weird thing. Also quite famous in the Muay Thai world in Thailand. With never having fought, but people know who I am and they heard of me. People talk about me because of my skills, my mad skills. And I guess it's quite unusual to have an older lady like me so into it. Okay, what else? The Six of Air. A cat on a book. Is the cat holding the book closed? I think I've seen this card before, maybe I have. Hello, St. Louis. Six of Air. In the As Above deck. It's familiar. Oh, it's the animals. Oh, I think we had this out last time. I didn't look at it, obviously. Our special animal companions. Six of our points are to relying on or deepening our connection with our animal helpers. In this case, their wisdom, guidance, or healing is needed. An animal guide will bring an important message. Notice animals. You can pay with Super Chat, yes. Thank you, Lara. I'm just getting like the unusual animals that you see or repeated animals that you see, like butterflies. There was a lot of butterflies yesterday, but then there's a lot of butterflies on islands. Butterflies seem to really love islands for some reason. I've been on some islands where it's just been incredible. Walking through onto an island and there'll be so many butterflies around you, like it feels like you're going to breathe them in. You know, walk past a tree and there's just so many. So butterflies for me. What animals are you guys seeing? Got to pay attention to it and Google it. Google the meaning. Butterflies are easy because it's about transformation and things changing. But what is it that you're seeing? That's what that card has come out for. Laura, thanks for your donation. What does your higher self say today? Let's find out. For Lara. Oh, Have some fun with intimacy here. Good time with people, opening up to people, sharing the vulnerabilities, sharing um, what what you wouldn't share with other people, kind of thing, as a camaraderie kind of thing. You know, when we share like something that we're feeling that isn't that great, and someone says, "Oh yeah, I get that too." There's just some kind of connection and intimacy there. It can be fun to share those kind of things. Hmm. Beaver and bald eagle's been prominent. Oh yeah. What do they mean? Have you Googled them? The spirit animal meaning of them? My ex keeps on showing up. What's that about? I saw him yesterday when I was coming out of the shop. I'm seeing him a lot lately. I know it's a small island, but when I only went out once yesterday to go for my beach walk, and I saw him on the way back. So, um, mm, although it's a small island, I can go for a long time without seeing people. So, Laura, have a good time. We can have some fun with people here. Deepen that intimacy. It's interesting because when I pulled those cards out, it reminded me of. I was thinking about a guy who I never got to see, and I thought, I wonder what happened to him. I wonder why I never got back in touch. And then I remembered, all my guides told me, well, remember what happened. What happened was, I can't even remember what it was, but I shared something vulnerable. I shared something with him that I was having trouble with, and I'm like, oh, I'm having a bit of problem with this at the moment, and he slammed me for it, like, well, you've got to sort that shit out or something like that. And I was like, I like, don't get at me for not being perfect. When someone shares something, a vulnerability with you like that, you don't throw it in their face and tell them that they should be perfect. And I pulled him up on it, giving him correct feedback, right? And he really backed off on that. So that's good, right? That's a good thing because he was showing, narcissistic traits. Willy wagtails and swallows. I love willy wagtails. Oh, I haven't seen one of those in a long time. They're so cute. I'm ready to do that. Lara, some more for you. Simplicity mirror reflections. People are more like you than you think, especially in the vulnerabilities. So we can share our vulnerabilities around an asshole like that, yeah, and they will go, oh, God, you should be perfect. Well, then that's a good thing. We know not to be around them. So there I was last night thinking, oh, I wonder what happened to him. It'd be nice to get in touch again. And then my guides straight away were like, remember this, Claire? I was like, oh, yeah. I don't want to be around that person again. There are some people like that, but they show themselves pretty fast if you notice the signs. But I would say majority of people, well, maybe not. Hopefully the people that we're choosing to be around now, hopefully the people that you're choosing to be around now won't do stuff like that. Yeah, I didn't like it much. I didn't hear from him much at all. I think I heard from him once after that, and that was it. Oh yeah, and the once that I heard from him after that, he got mad at me for asking about why he wears a hat. Very strange behaviour after I pulled him up on his stuff. Obviously doesn't like being pulled up on his stuff, like, right? So, but Lara, back to you. People, they're more like you than you think. This seems to be suggesting, Lara, that you're around like-minded, like-energied people now, and that's a good thing. Google them. Google them now, everybody. What are woolly wagtails are about? They're so cute. And swallows and beavers and bald eagles. Bald eagles, I would think that's about that, taking a bird's eye perspective of things. That's right. Called him out on his behaviour and he got his lesson. St. Louis, Anna, Annelle, Anna L. St. Louis. Will you be able to buy a house this year? No. Not this year. Why? Why? I want to buy land this year. I haven't asked for. Those boys, wow. They're so hunky. It's all in good time. Keep on following your intuition. So you've got intuition right that you're going to buy a house. You are going to buy a house. You're hoping that it's going to be a rush job. You're hoping it's going to be this year. And this is saying it's not that your guidance is wrong about that. You need to follow the leads. Keep on taking action toward it, yes. But the grace card says that it's all going to flow nicely. So whatever actions that you're taking at the moment toward that, or the dreams, or the saving up, or whatever it is that you're doing, any actions that you're taking toward that are the right actions to take right now. What else? Connection and freedom. So there's people to release first. How interesting. Before you move, or before you're ready to get a house, there's people that you need to be free of first. So there's some people that you're not going to take with you, which suggests to me that you're moving somewhere else. I mean, further afield. That says connection. It's about people, connections, freeing yourself from that. Just want to get a couple of cards out for next year. For you. Next year then? Yeah. Yeah, it's actually going to be better. So allow growth means that next year you will allow more. So you don't want to lock something in. You don't want to get a house this year because next year you'll be allowing more, better growth, not necessarily bigger, but it could be bigger, better. It'll be more aligned with you. So just go with the flow. Keep on taking the action that you're guided to take, but don't try and rush it because it will all flow. Bald eagles of rebirth, new beginnings. Oh, nice. I want to know what woolly wagtails are. I love those birds so much. I can't say that there's that many birds that I say that I really love. Woolly wagtails are one of them. They're really cute. Perseverance, endurance. There you go. More of the same guidance, hey, Timothy? Hang on in there. Anyway, notice the animals that are around at the moment. Butterflies for me. Mother of water. Oh. I feel like I haven't seen her. Maybe I just don't look at the cards very much. She's in the rain. The land looks like it's been parched. Welcome. I think she's welcoming the rain there. Oh, really? Eagles, yeah. Mother of water. What's the mother of water about? We always want to rush things, don't we? I'm just thinking about St. Louis now. I do. I want to rush things. I want it now. I get on with stuff, especially when things seem to be stagnant, right? But Timothy, you saying, oh yeah, we've been getting the same guidance for a year now, but aren't we different people than we were a year ago? Something is going on. I feel very different than I did a year ago, for sure. The Mother of Water brings down the rain. She nourishes the relationships and feelings that are needed for life to flourish. Oh, it's all about our emotional maturing and being ready for the emotional stuff, the deep dive. What do dragonflies mean for you, Hope? I see a lot of dragonflies as well, because they live here. Got to be ready for the emotional stuff. I think it's about heart opening, which we've already talked about as being a natural process once we're around the right people, and it's a slow process too, and it's rightly so. We might be great at jamming our hearts open with the wrong people, but that's not necessarily a great skill to have. Works against us. We need to be ready for those emotions. Being as the builder of the mind, body, and soul helps people understand teamwork, appreciate an individual's talents. Nice. I saw a fish yesterday when I was sat drinking my coconut. There was a fish, probably one of those fluke fish, because it looked really long and thin. I saw it in the distance because it was on top of the water. It was going fast, bouncing on top of the water. Fluke fish, what does that mean? For me, they mean that I'm supported, I'm on the right path. Seem to see them just when I need to. Yeah, dragonflies seem to be like crows, you know, those very spiritual messengers kind of thing. You see them, I think, when it's the confirmation kind of thing, isn't it? Then we've got the three of air. Crystal ball stuff. Is it possible to feel someone's energy even when they're not around? Yep, that's what I do. That's how I do what I do. Three of air, scrying. Three of air represents finding the truth by looking at something with different eyes or from another point of view. Just as reflective scrying's surface is different than a mirror and shows hidden yet significant information, so we find unperceived yet important truths when looking at something through a different lens. Moonlight. Something in the moonlight looks different than in the sunlight. We need to look at things differently. It's relying on interpreting signs and symbols as well. So you're getting the messages, you're getting the messages, you're getting the messages. I'm getting the messages over and over again, and I'm like, well, and they're very specific too. And I talk to my guides, as in like saying things like, why aren't you making it happen already? And they're like, we're giving you the signs, we're giving you the signs, we're giving you the signs, and they are. It's true. Then we've got the Mother of Air, throwing books around. Dragonflies come through for you when spirits are less able to communicate from the other side. That's interesting because a friend of mine had a similar thing. She used to see dragonflies when her thoughts were off, when she was not doing right thinking, or when she was, when her thoughts weren't true. What she was thinking isn't true. That's when she would see them. Very interesting. The Mother of Air. Got mothers out today. She writes books and creates language. She builds bridges with words and ideas, helping you communicate more effectively. How interesting. So we've got the Mother of Water and the Mother of Air there, all about the emotions, a deep dive with emotions, and then being able to communicate it. And in between that is this seeing things from a different perspective. Oh, seeing things from a different perspective enables us to do that. So it feels to me like we're gearing up for communication of a very emotional nature. The guides are helping us to get there, but we do need to see things from a different perspective, maybe from someone else's perspective. Thank you, Jenny, for your donation. High self-guidance for you. And we always need to rely on our interpretations of animals that we see as well. Like I said, it can be different for everyone, you know. It's like sometimes the cards are different for me than they are for other readers. Some readers have their particular cards that mean something. We all do. Same with animals, same with all of our signs, right? Particular numbers can mean something to you. Always take that over what Google says or what anyone else says. Because your guides know how to talk to you through your meanings. So, Jenny, Oh, this is tricky. Own my idea connection. Oh, this is saying that you've got someone around you and your idea about them, your thoughts about them is actually the truth, and that what they are maybe not communicating, maybe lack of communicating, what they're pretending isn't true. So you've got it right. And why I'm saying this is tricky is because this is a big trap, isn't it? Sometimes we can do this incorrectly and we can tell ourselves that we know more about a person than they're letting on, when we're totally derailing ourselves, when it's complete delusion kind of thing. But this is saying, actually, it's true for you in this instance. It's true. What you're thinking about someone is actually true. Your idea of them is true, and it doesn't match what they're owning up to or what they're saying or how they're being. So own that. So you're right on with someone, what your intuition is telling you about them. But if you're trying to tell people about it or them about it, it's not going to work. You need to be at peace with just knowing for yourself and let them, it feels like the person themselves, let them open up in their own time to that. They might not be ready to own up to that stuff themselves. They might be in total resistance of it and denying it, in fact. Just be careful about trying to be heard, trying to get them to own up to it or something like that, because that is going to backfire. There's a reason that you've had the intuition about them. It's not necessarily to confront them about it and get them to own up about it. Let's put it that way. You don't necessarily need to be heard on this just yet anyway. So you've got someone in your life, you've got an intuition about them, but it seems to be a mismatch to what is actually happening or what they're actually saying or who they're actually being. You're right about it, but don't push that. Don't push them to be authentic, really. People will be authentic in their own time. How interesting. Do you know what that's about, Jenny? Who it's about? It can be really frustrating when we're in that situation. But there is a reason I'm hearing, there's a reason that you've got that intuition about them. There's a reason that you needed to know about it first. Maybe they need to know that you know. Then we've got the Four of Fire for the collective. Is this Jupiter or Mars? Mars, isn't it? It's Mars. Like I said, the fire energy is going to come out of people. The fight, desire for action. Situation is fraught with energy that's powerful and fast moving. That Knight of Wands. Anything can be done if you've got that passion to do it. Anything. There's a need for courage, confidence, and possibly defensiveness. You might need to slap someone in the face. You might need to give someone some harsh feedback. You see, the shadow of this side of this card, it says represents misdirected energy in danger of extreme and inappropriate aggression, anger, and violence. But what if it's appropriate? What if it's feedback? I think people are going to be fiery. I think the passion's going to leak out of our fists, maybe. Could be a bit of argy-bargy. More of it. I was feeling that in the energies that correct feedback is going to come out. Less people will be putting up with stuff. What else? Well, we've got a lot of emotional stuff. But things will be getting easier. The Creation of Light card came out, so it is about making things easier. I feel like we've got to go through some emotional turmoil, deep diving kind of thing, and communicating it in whatever way. And I don't think any way will be inappropriate. You definitely know what all of that's about. Good. Now this person and I meant for each other. It's frustrating. They won't admit it. I'm in the same situation. It kind of does admit it. Everyone knows it because he doesn't hide it very well. But not with his words. And I get why. He knows that I know because I've expressed it. He hasn't. But these cards are saying it's for good reason that they're not expressing. Oh, the Llewllyn card said that. It's good reason that because they haven't made a decision yet. They need to make a decision first. And things will fall apart. Yes, it's going to make them happy. Yes, it's going to make you happy, but things are going to fall apart. It's all on this decision. They need to be clear on that first. Then we've got the Four of Water, even more emotions. There's a lot of that going on at the moment. It's not just you, Jenny. But remember, the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, what Divine Feminine is going through at the moment is we're empowering ourselves, we're learning to empower ourselves, stand up for ourselves, take a harder line kind of thing, have more boundaries and all of that. That's kind of our cherry on top of all the stuff that we've been working on in the past. Divine Masculine, though, is not the opposite, but it's very different. They're being asked to step into their emotional side, right? But not to be women, not to be the Divine Feminine, to step into their emotional side, their emotions, choose what's in their hearts. But they're going to do it in their own way, right? And I think this is what we're seeing is the kind of the marriage of that logical masculine with the heart open and stuff, and they are navigating it. They're navigating something new, so they don't know what the hell they're doing now. We're like, oh, well, would you just communicate it with words? But that's not their way of doing it. That's the Divine Feminine's way of doing it. And maybe that's what they've needed. They needed us to communicate it in words. Meanwhile, they're not communicating it in words. They're making a decision and taking charge of something. It's just what's going on at the moment for everybody. It's coming up over and over again in the readings. We've got the Four of Water. She's got a tree, a tornado, a flame, a cup. She stood on the edge of a well. She's going to jump in. She's going to go deep, jump in. She's healing. The Four of Water brings with it the promise of healing of some sort, emotional, physical, perhaps of a relationship, although there may be a bit of pain involved. In the long run, promises relief and smooth sailing, things getting easier, the sun coming out, all of that. Healing. Shadow side of this card indicates ignoring a situation that needs attention. The situation needs to be attended to, or the resulting festering could cause irreparable damage. Face it. Something on the book. Well, admit a feeling for anything in the world. Holding on tight. Healing something. I think it's emotions for the Divine Feminine. And what's more, the guides keep on going on about it, you know? It's like, I say to my guides, why don't you keep it moving? And I'm like, what the hell are you doing in cafe? You keep on telling us the same thing. I've been saying that too to my guides, don't worry. You keep on telling us the same thing, and like, get it moving, get something going. And that's when they told me when I was having that conversation with them yesterday. They're like, yeah, but you've changed so much, haven't you? It's like, well, yeah, but come on. What are the results now? I'm getting a bit impatient. We've got intuition. We've got our guides telling it to us. We're getting signs all over the place. We're getting animals coming with these messages. We're getting ready. We're getting even more ready. We're getting even more ready and more ready. Maybe ready to open up and communicate this emotional stuff with more clarity. Not in a way that we used to before. Not in a way, not in a kind of codependent way. Not in a, I'm going to teach them how to be more like me because I've found the solutions in me. Remember, we've all found the solutions in ourselves and in our own lives and our own point of view. Our unique point of view is very important. What the wisdom that we've gained from our own lives, including the divine masculine, is very important too. So the divine feminine hasn't got it right. There's some kind of helping each other see different perspectives. Different perspective needs to be taken on it. Probably joint. Let's get some of these so below. Let's bring it down to earth now. Seven of Pentacles. Turn into the environment. Putting the work in. We're doing it. We've planted the seeds. We're reaping the rewards. We're watering those plants. We are growing. We're learning about ourselves. We're getting there. We're getting ready. It's just a matter of time. That's what that's saying to me. Now we've got the Six of Wands. We will get our victory, but she's still not to the top yet, you know. She's still climbing, and it's quite a path. The things really worth having, of course, it's going to take a longer time. It's going to be a more arduous journey. Yeah, seeing the values in each other's differences and the values in each other's experiences in life too. Light's weird. We're going to get our victory, but we're not there yet. Both those cards are saying that we're not there yet. Ten of Swords. The Phoenix arising from the flames. All the crap that we've both been through. It's going to come good. Still, again, it's like the pain will end. It's going to get good. But it's like we've still got stuff to go through. What have we got? Well, what have we got left to go through? Four of Wands. The Feast. Is the cat giving direction? Looks like the cat's giving direction there. Put it up there to the man. Cat's telling man what to do. I want to read the Four of Wands out because although this so below deck is more like the normal tarot, it still can have differences. It's Four of Wands, of course, marriage card. Four of Wands. This has planned this festival for quite a while. Many people working together toward a common goal is often cause for celebration, especially when the event goes off without a hitch. And this one appears to have. Many people working together toward a common goal, toward this celebration, this victory, meaning our guides, our higher selves, their guides, their higher selves, them, us. It's a team effort here. Toward this victory, toward this marriage. It's a team effort. Getting it right. Making sure it goes off without a hitch. doing things by the book. Again, I'm getting the vibes from that the Lenormand gave us as well. Gave me. But this reminds us not just about us and what we're doing, it's about everyone else too. Guides and all of that. I think the spirit world wants these relationships to work. And we're constantly being brought back, us, them, back on track. It's like, no, this one needs to figure this out first, and this one needs to feel this first, and then this one needs to get ready to communicate that, and then this one needs to calm down and let go, and then this one, constantly juggling us like that, getting us ready. Like I've said, vibrational stuff. So we've got a certain vibration, but we're not steady. We try as much as we can to be steady and hold this steady vibration, but we're not. We're all over the place. We're up and down. We're like, emotions. I give up. Like, no, I'm persistent with this. I'm going to do it. I give up. We're all like that. So we've got human beings like this. Then we've got other things like this crystal ball, solid vibration, stays the same. It isn't wobbling at all. It's got a solid vibration. I'm trying to manifest a crystal ball, right? I'm all over the place. At some point, I'm going to get that. I'm going to manifest it. 2 people like this, right? And so relationships are really much more difficult to manifest than anything else. Money's like stable as, easy. And even that's difficult, right? At some point, it's difficult until you've got that. Relationships are always going to be more tricky, but this is telling me that the universe is on it. It's a team effort. It's not just you involved. And so if you are used to putting everything on your own shoulders, like, no, if this is manifesting or not manifesting, then it's all on me and my focus on what I'm doing. If you're doing that, you're doing it too much. I don't think Gabe is. Where is Gabe? Are you looking, Gabe? First thing I usually hear of Gabe is seeing his name pop up in my email with a donation. Well, that's good to know, isn't it? So the universe is on it, not just us. Sometimes I think that's why a lot of the time we're just told to wait. It's like, it's not your turn. I've been told that a few times as well. Hey, it's not your turn. You just got to wait. Especially because we're doing this work. We're right in it. We're getting the guidance, right? We're here doing it. So we're on it. A lot of the time it will be for us to wait because we're taking that proactive thing, Whereas your person might not be getting this amount of guidance. They might not be on it so much. They might be responding more to the tower moments. That shadow is freaking me out. Got the Hermit. So have a bath, read a book, chill out, relax, enjoy your life, have a nice time. Hermit away, do your own thing. Light candle. Journal. She's got a lot of candles. Hermit. Yeah, so don't do that to yourself. If you've been putting a lot of pressure on yourself going, no, it's me, I've got to manifest this, I've got to do it. It's not. It's a team effort, especially when we're talking about relationships. The Hermit knows that she must sometimes put herself first. Downtime has to be a priority. Yeah, I've kind of been forced into it. Without it, she cannot recharge her soul. That's that recharge your soul. Again, that message again, like I got with the beach walk. As she continues to grow and change, she must continually reassess her beliefs. Retreating from distractions to touch base with our own heart is not a once-in-a-lifetime event, but a regular date with ourselves. Nice. Retreating from distractions to determine your own truth. The lesson was receiving today. Don't know what mine is today. Not feeling particularly energetic, but I might do later. I might go training, we'll see. Probably not though. Yeah, if I'm thinking of having a painkiller, then training is not the right thing to do. Here we go. Judgment. Da, da, da. World on the bottom of the deck there, so cycles are ending. The new cycles to begin. It's just happening rather slowly. Judgment. Looks like she's bartering there. With a handout. Judgment. From this deck. There it is. If we ask, the divine will answer. The key, though, is not only asking but also listening. After posing the question, keep your spirit calm enough to hear the response. Actively seek it. Look forward to its arrival. Every time I ask it, I get so many messages. It's always the same. It's so very specific. And the guides keep on telling me that, look how specific your messages are. And it's like, yeah, I know, but I want a signier sign. It's not that I don't get those signs. I get it. I want movement. That's what I want. I want movement. Actively seek it. Look forward to its arrival, and by all means, prepare to act on it, for it will undoubtedly change your life. Receive and hear those spiritual messages right now. So that's what we're doing right now. Is just hearing hearing the messages. We're just preparing ourselves. Still not time, but we're getting ourselves ready. Yeah, getting ourselves ready. Anyone else want a mini read? What other cards shall I get out? I feel like these and these. Anyone else have a request for a particular deck? I'm going to do these. Thanks for the reminder, Timothy. Yes, if you can click like on this video, that would be great. Any interaction that you have with this channel is helpful for me. Anything else you can tell us, guys? So we're getting guidance at the moment. We're doing well, is what I just heard. And is there anything in particular we can work on now? Grounding our energy. We can ground our energy, grind our energy. It's safe to be in my body. It says on the back of it, it's safe to be in my body. Anyway, grounding our energy. So just getting grounded, being in the moment. It's kind of nice, this nail stuff. It's pretty, just very pale. And allowing appreciation. The value of my life increases each time I appreciate everything in it. Allowing ourselves to appreciate what's going on instead of fighting it. That's interesting, yeah. Stop fighting it. Stop fighting what's going on. Go with the flow. Stop fighting it. Stop trying to control it. Stop fighting it. Go with the flow. Appreciate what you're going through right now. Where you are right now. Could change all of a sudden, soon. Well, my personal reading from another reader said that something is going to happen in April, which is Friday. Well, it's April the 1st. Not necessarily going to happen on April the 1st, but you never know. It's a new moon. April the 1st is a new moon. Right. Let's get some of these out. And then I'll get to you, Maria. Thanks for your donation. Apocalypse, which is like the Tower card to me. It feels like that right now. The Tower card, Apocalypse. Things need to be broken apart first. Possibly not for you. You might have been breaking things apart already. I mean, that's what I feel like. When I get these messages, it's like, you've got to let go first, and it's like, nothing to let go of. You know what I mean? It's like, let go of what? I don't feel emotional attachments or anything. Let's see. I don't particularly have tower moments. I do feel like, especially this month, as my body is kind of holding me back, the universe kind of helping me to do the retreat thing by giving me a double whammy perimenopause period month. The starborn, it's being born. It's being born. It's slow. It's like an egg. The egg's cracking. We're getting there. We're getting there. Things need to break apart first. Like, interesting, like the egg to be born, it's got to break apart first. And it has to be done from the inside out, right? If you break an egg from the outside, it's not going to be done the right way. And remember, the Four of Wands said the universe is on it to be done in the right way so that it's a success. So that this is going to be a celebration, and in the end, we don't want to break the egg from the outside. The things need to fall apart from the inside. In other words, the tower moment needs to be instigated by your person, by whoever needs that tower moment. They've got to instigate it. They've got to choose it. Free will. They've got to choose it. And once they choose it and they have their tower moment, then they can't blame you. If you're cracking that egg from the outside, trying to push them into their tower moment, it's all going to fall apart, and it's not going to be. And if you feel the urge of doing that, then you might just be held back by the universe, because the whole universe is in on this. Their higher self, your higher self will be like, stop her from doing it. Give her another period. That kind of thing, you know? Seems to be a lot riding on this. But that's important message there. Don't crack the egg from the outside. They need to decide. They need to instigate their tower moment, not you. It will all go horribly wrong. We don't want anyone to instigate our tower moments for us. We want to choose it ourselves and do it ourselves. And the king, yeah, so they can actually step forward and be in their full power like the king. Take charge of it. Be the emperor. Go to be the emperor. We're talking about divine masculine, divine feminine here, which means someone being in the power. You might be the empress already. But they've got to be the emperor. Let them be the emperor. Let them step up and be the emperor. Let them instigate their own tower moments, and then it's their own damn fault, isn't it? It can't be pinned on us. Maria. Any more decks you want me to use? Any ideas, anybody? Let go of hurts, fears, control, family, friends, accept yourself, dark side, built up the inner child, awaiting them having their tower patiently, impatiently, patiently. Yeah. Getting on with things, being creative, waiting. They're on the verge of it, are they? It's big. For to let go. Isn't that good though? Isn't that good? Oh, don't we prefer that? We did the work up front. Aren't you happy? Aren't you happy? Aren't you happy you're not in the position that they're in? Imagine that. Imagine like suddenly you've not done the work, you've not let go of things, you've not made those decisions in the past, you weren't tuned into your guidance, you weren't getting ready for it, and then suddenly your person's in front of you and they're like, holy shit, this is going to disrupt everything in my life. Now I need to do it. I'm too scared. I'm too scared to do it. So they're like, look at it from that point of view. It's really scary. I'm glad that I got prepared first. Maria, high self-guidance for property move. Thanks for your donation, Maria. Ooh, you're limitless. So the places, I think this place that you're looking at right now is just a little bit of what you want. You're limitless. It's one of those carrot situations. The universe keeps on showing you another place and another place, and you're like, yeah, this one, this is it. And then it's like, no, it's even better than that. It's the good stuff from that one, and the good stuff from the last one, and the good stuff from the next one, plus the next one, and then you're only getting a little bit so far of what's possible. Happens with relationships too. Elusive relationships kind of thing until we find the one that is actually right for us. They kind of get whipped away from us, don't they? The ones that aren't. Be with nature and freedom. Okay, so what is it for you? Is it beach? Do you want to be by the water? What is your choice? What makes you feel free? Maria, what do you choose? I'm getting a definite sense of, you see, for me, it's islands all the way. Yes. Think bigger, think better. There's something in this though. It's the feeling of freedom. Something about nature. Something when you're in a particular part of nature, it gives you that sense of expansion, of freedom, of being able to soar, being limitless. Being limitless. Freedom is having views, right? Yeah, not being so boxed in, right? I still think it's not. I think it's still this one that you're looking at is just a little bit more of what it is that you want. There's more. There's more than that. And it's definitely in how you'll feel. So go for how a place will make you feel. The one you thought was right may have been a false twin. A lot of reflected behaviours brought you lessons. Oh, nice. Horses at the back of the property. What do horses mean? Horses mean determination, endurance, valor, freedom, travel, beauty, majesty. Oh, self-worth. Nice. Spirit. Very nice. It's a sign. Keep on following those carrots, Maria. Keep on following those carrots. You're getting the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle kind of thing of the place that is right for you. With all of these places that you're looking at. It feels to me, well, they haven't told me that, but it feels to me like you've got somewhere that's even better along the way, but the carrots are dangled so that you will align with that energy. So now you're aligned with views and horses and freedom. And then the next step will be something else, you know. You're welcome. Any more? Let's find out a little bit about our people and what they're going through. Shall we be nosy? Because it's pretty much saying it's not for us at the moment. The passion's got to be there, yeah. We can manifest it, but really, we've not got to crack that egg from the outside. Let's be nosy. Let's be nosy about our people. It's quite nice, isn't it? Do you all like it? The tablecloth. Pop a colour. What are our people going through here? What's going on with them? And of course, it makes sense why the guides told us over and over again about codependence. Because codependence is trying to crack the egg from the outside, isn't it? It would wreck it. That's why they've been going on and on about that. Codependency, don't do it, don't do it. Don't step in, don't try and help them. They need to do this themselves. It needs to be their decision. They've got free will. They're confused. Our people are confused right now. It's big. It's like they're going through a spiritual awakening, complete life change. It's like, there I was, having a nice life, and then suddenly this person came into my life, and now everything's up in the air, and it seems everything needs to change, and there seems to be this passion and this pressure to do it, and I'm very confused right now. I'm very confused, heads all over the place. There's trust there, though. Yeah, because the higher selves will be on them all the time about it. So they do trust in it. So there is an intuitive kind of knowing that they've got. A trust for you as well. But the feeling this. Fear of rejection is what I'm getting here. Not ready. Not comparable. You shining brightly. Ready. Empress, ready. 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 I got ready already. I was getting ready for years. What were you doing? Oh, I'm just like, my flame's gone out. I'm bent over. I'm like, unworthy. I don't feel like the Emperor yet. I'm scared you're going to reject me. That's where they're at. You're the Empress. I'm not worthy. So the higher selves, the universe is bringing them back around all the time, out of the confusion, to clarity, to trusting again. Getting a lot of signs. Very scared of rejection because they're coming from still very much from a logical point of view. Well, surely the Empress thinks that I'm not good enough because I'm not good enough right now. If you think about how long it takes, since you take empowered action, I'm feeling like, since you take like self-worth action, say in business or anything, how long it takes for that to actually manifest into money and really locking that in and feeling that worth and being abundant and all of that. Or confidence, or being empowered, drawing up boundaries, and how long it takes for you to be like totally solid, totally cool about drawing up those boundaries. It takes some time. They're being fast-tracked right now into all of that, and it does take time, and it feels to me like they're feeling rushed. That happened fast. So the letting go of big things at the moment. Are there sharks in those waters? No, jumping fish. It's jumping fish like I saw yesterday. How interesting. Jumping fish. Now I need to look up that because I hadn't placed a lot of weight on that animal. I saw a flying fish. Flying fish. Spiritual meaning. But it's just so interesting that I saw it. What is a flying fish? Good luck, successful course of affairs, favourable circumstances, resolution of difficulties. Flying fish lucky, yes. Flying fish dream. Oh, it's good luck. It's all saying good luck. Well, how interesting. Well, there they are, flying fish. Oh, yeah, we had the luck card as well, didn't we, in the Lenormand? Anyway, they're letting go of something. They're going to be lucky in that, so the universe is with them on that. But look at this. Exactly what I was feeling, lack of self-worth. Like, Empress. I'm wrecked. I'm a wreck. It's the awakening that they're going through, right? You don't feel great when you're going through that. No, but you're special. The passion is there. Both special to each other. They know it. You can feel it. You know it. You can feel it. That's cute. Oh, look. Look closely. Look who they're looking at. Oh, I can't reach. She's got a picture of herself. He's got a picture of himself. They've not got pictures of each other. They've got pictures of themselves. It's when they realise that they're special. It's when they realise that they're special. Someone's not feeling like they're special enough yet. They're scared of rejection. They are letting go. They're getting the guidance. They're trusting that. But they're not yet feeling special enough, feeling that self-love, feeling that self-appreciation enough yet. Got a lack of self-worth there. That's where our people are at right now. Oh. And of course, you can't do that for anyone else, can you? Got to find that themselves. That's a matter of time, isn't it? It's deep. Now I feel like getting another sea melodies out. I don't know, I'm just keep on going with the cards. I'm going to stop after this one. I'm going to get one more of these out for our person. Because we've got travel, we're going deep. We've got that deeper. Seeing the surface of the ocean is not the same as diving deep to see the coral. We want that. We want that experience. We want to be in it, deep in it. We want to go there. There you've got optimism. After each rainstorm, there'll be clear skies. So they're going through it right now. They're going through it right now, but there they are. Optimism. Coming out of this confusion. It's getting easier. It's getting a little bit better for them. They're getting there. There we go. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you everyone for coming along. Let's do this all over again on Friday. Another week down. Hi. And then it'll be April. Then it's all systems go, apparently. Watch out on my YouTube channel. There's going to be a pick a card read being put up later on today. Any ideas what you want that on? Anybody? Could do on Twin Flames. Might be a good idea to do Twin Flame. What the hell is going on? What's going on for the Divine Feminine? What's going on for the Divine Masculine? Yeah, might do that. Thanks everyone. Thanks for your donations. Thanks for your presence. Thanks for your input. Thanks for everything. And I'll see you all in 2 days' time on the new moon. On the new moon. Lucky April. It's my birthday too. I'm going to have a party. Woo! First party ever thrown for me in my life. Okay. See you all next time. Have a good one. Bye.